What's going on? I'm Mr. Godzilla, and I'm back here with another video. This time a collection tour, and if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know I didn't get any X Plus last year. I had a new one, which you'll see, but I didn't really get it last year. I bought it the year before, actually. I just didn't show it off in the last collection video, but it really doesn't count. And other than that, I didn't buy an X Plus last year, so I don't have any new X Plus, which is what this channel is founded on. So there's that, and I'm glad I didn't make any promises, because really, there's going to be a few Godzilla trinkets here and there from when I went to G-Fest, but other than that, my money's going towards other hobbies these days, like record collecting, which I don't really want to do a lot more of, because I'm already full of shelves on that too. But I'm more leaning towards experiences and, like concerts and movies and even things like G-Fest. Just, I feel like you get more out of that, like just doing things and living life than, buying a statue and a toy. So that's where most of my money's going towards these days. Again, I have a lot of records now, and that's kind of, it shifted from toys to records. But I want to get out of that as well and just focus on, doing things, living life. So where this channel goes, who cares? It's not like it's monetized, so whatever. Join me for the journey. Unsubscribe now if you don't. I don't care. I mean, whatever. It don't mean much to me. So just one last thing before I let you go. I did try and use a microphone. I have a portable microphone. It's the same shitty one I've tried using in the past, and again, it was peaking, and it was like scraping, chafing, and it sounds awful. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a scratch again, like I had to do in the last collection video. But this time, at the least, I'm recording with my phone, so scratch isn't that bad. It really isn't. I'm okay with it. It is what it is. It's a little echoey and maybe not the greatest, but it's not that bad. The video quality, I think, is actually really, really good, better than the Canon. So I'm happy with it, and that's where I'm at. So enjoy. What is going on, everybody? Here I am back with another collection tour, this time in 2024. How about that for a rhyme? And as I usually do these in January, it is of course still currently January. Just ignore that. Ignore that. It's a leap year, so do the math. It's all PEMDAS. It's still January actually, so don't worry about that. And we'll go ahead and get started. So this time, if you remember last time, I had a whole problem with the lighting. In fact, there is no snow outside still, because it's not actually New England anymore. This is just, I don't know where I live. It's raining actually in January. It's January, so it's raining in January. That's crazy, huh? But I don't need the lights anymore, because I'm actually using my phone to record this, which is just wild. Imagine that, this day and age where the phone can do a better job than my shitty little Canon camera. And this I think this actually looks pretty decent. And I have a little light on top of my rig here that I can turn on like that, and it works well enough. So I'm satisfied with it. Yo, what's going on? You can't really see me, but whatever. Yeah. So here's the room. I'll do a little wrap around here. Not, again, much hasn't changed. If you guys are following me on Instagram and stuff, you'd know that I literally got no X Plus last year at all. So mostly gonna be the same for all intents and purposes of the kaiju fans here, but I like more than kaiju, so I don't know. This channel's just gonna be whatever my interests are. It's called Mr. Godzilla, and if you're here for Godzilla, sorry to disappoint you. Not much changed this year. You can hear the dogs fucking barking out there, being annoying as shit as usual. Love them though, I do. So why don't we go ahead and get started in the corner here. These are new. I don't think you guys saw these last time. These are towels from a Radwimps concert. If you don't know this band, they are the band that scores the Shinkai movies, which you may know as Your Name, Weathering with You, Susan May actually just came out last year. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that. If you know anything about anime, you know those movies. This is the band that does the score for them, but they're also just a regular like rock J-pop band. And I actually went to go see them in New York last year. They played. I'm not too crazy about the music. It's a little too light rock for my taste, but some of their songs are actually really good. And I do appreciate the scores. They fit really well in the movie, so hearing some of those live with the movie playing in the background was actually really, really cool. So this towel specifically was for the new North America tour. I actually was late to the concert and didn't get it there, but I got it online afterwards. This one's for the Japan tour. I just like the art they use for these, so that's why I picked them up. I mean, it's pretty fucking cool. So there you go. I put the Saw poster down there. I actually, speaking of Saw, Saw 10 came out last year. I did see it, and I did really enjoy it. I actually I rewatched the franchise to go in for that, and I actually did like it more than I remember me liking it. It's just a convoluted mess, but it's fun. And Saw 10 is actually decent. Like, it's actually not bad. Uh, it's a prequel, so the characters that you want to be in it are in it. These two here, obviously, Shawnee Smith and Tobin Bell are in it, so they're really the highlights of the franchise, and great to see them back. There's my ticket stubs right there. That's why I'm walking over here. But I got some more ticket stubs. I saw a lot of movies this year, so that's all ones from this year. So, like, I started seeing more of the Ghibli movies. So, like, I saw Ponyo and Kiki and stuff, and I actually did like those a lot. So those are some great ones. What else we got here? Blue Giant. That's another anime movie that came out last year. It's basically just about a jazz band. It's really, really good, actually. The score is phenomenal. And in fact, of course, because I know everything, the composer who did the movie is coming to New York in March. And I'm probably going to go see him. Hopefully I can get the record signed. I do have the record for this movie, because why wouldn't I? Fantastic movie, fantastic score. I really want to go see that. And she's going to be there for like a week, so definitely going to try and hit that up. Of course, I was able to see Perfect Blue, one of my favorite movies of all time, on the big screen. Mr. Satoshi Kon, shout out to you, man. Awesome film, fucking love it. I did see the Cowboy Bebop movie in theaters too. That was my first exposure to the franchise, and I did really like it, so I definitely got to check that out. I know it's a sin not to have seen the series, so I will get to it, I promise. Paprika 2, I talked about that on Instagram. It's also another Satoshi Kon with Perfect Blue. Phenomenal movie. I probably liked it even more this time, because it's a confusing mess. This is the second time I saw it in theaters. Not in theaters, but the second time I'm seeing it. I just happened to see it in theaters. And I did understand it more, so it was actually really good, really insightful. Love that movie. I already mentioned that. I saw Final Fantasy VII and Advent Children. Again, another franchise I'm not familiar with at all, but it was very cool to see it in theaters. I had some context, so I kind of knew what was going on. And I do have the game now, so I am going to play it. It'll be awesome. Ghost in the Shell I saw for the first time too. It was actually not as great as I was expecting, but it just felt incomplete. It was cool though. It was a very cool concept, so I do want to check that franchise out more as well. Suzume, of course, by Shinkai. That's why the Right Ones came to America, because that movie just came out last year. I actually really like that movie. It's really good. I saw it twice in theaters. The first time I actually didn't really care for it, but I was having a terrible day, so I think that's what did it. Second time I saw it, I absolutely loved it. It's a great movie. Definitely check it out. Animation is phenomenal. Score is phenomenal. A really, really beautiful film. And of course, Guardians of the Galaxy also came out last year, right? Yeah, the third installment. Really, really like that one too. Whole series is absolutely fantastic. Soundtrack, again, all these things have in common is really going to be stuff like the soundtrack and the visuals and everything. Like, it's just all so well done. I absolutely love these movies, so that's why they're there, because I saw them. That's why they're there, really. But that's why I went to see them, because they're good movies. I do have a couple more over here. I don't think anything that great. Boy and the Heron, that's the Ghibli film that came out this year. Miyazaki's latest movie. I actually wasn't crazy about it. I did only see it once. I'm definitely going to give it more chances, but it kind of fell apart for me towards the end. It got way too abstract, but, I'm a dumbass, so I probably just didn't get it, and that's fine. I also saw Howl's Moving Castle. Again, wasn't crazy about it. That's why it's delegated over here in this section. But, I will give these things more chances. I just think that these two in particular kind of have the same issues. Just got way too much going on, and they lost the focus for me about what I thought the movie was about. I saw Demon Slayer in theaters too. It was pretty much a compilation movie that they threw together at the end of the last season, and then they previewed the next episode next season. I'm not crazy about Demon Slayer either, to be honest with you. I think the animation's fantastic. It looks really, really good. But the characters aren't the greatest, and the story's kind of generic, and it's like, I kind of seen it before. But it's cool to see on the big screen. They're actually premiering one this week in theaters for the next season, kind of the same thing, mashing up the episodes, and I'm probably going to go see it again, just because after I just badmouthed it. But it's cool. It's like, I'm not crazy about it, but it is cool. I'm not, trying to shit on anyone's possibly favorite anime. I know it's popular. But, anyway, I'm getting fucking sidetracked. So why don't we go ahead and just look at this corner here that I got set up. obviously we got some new posters going on here, some new signed shit. All this stuff I got at G-Fest, so of course I had SOS signed here, and Final Wars, or Don Fry. I got 2019 posters signed by TJ Storm, of course, Linda Miller, Kong Escapes. I wish I had a better pen. In fact, TJ Storm right here, signing in the orange, is what made me go out and buy different colored pens. Because look at that, that stands out. You can see that. Where's, okay, you can kind of see hers, but it just kind of blends in. Same with all these. I mean, they're fine, really, but like at a distance, you have no idea that they're signed. Okay, you kind of do. I'm just talking to my ass. I think that one pops really well, so I'm very happy with that one. I put my Hellraiser poster over here, so kind of in that corner. I'm probably going to interchange these at this point going forward, because now I have no more wall room whatsoever. So that's that. I mean, what can you do? I did get an additional signature this year on this poster. I had Ari Lehman, whatever, and CJ Graham. I don't fucking know how to pronounce anyone's name ever. But Kane Hodder, the legendary Jason, got him to sign it. His pen was kind of running out of ink, so kind of fucking sucks, but it's cool. You know, he did a funny, because CJ wrote 18 kills, so he had to one-up him right in 55. If you don't know, Kane Hodder played like Jason 7 through fucking whatever, up to Freddy versus Jason, which he wasn't in, unfortunately. So I wish he wrote, like, see how these guys wrote what Jason they were. He didn't write. I think he's just 7, 8, 9, and X, something like that. So he played Jason more than anyone else. Everyone else was like one shot. He played him like 4 times. So that's cool. Yeah. I do want to replace this poster at some point and try and get new signatures, but don't even worry about that. That's just me being the fucking Mr. Perfect. So got these up here. I've had these around my room obviously before, but now they're up there. Chainsaw poster's new. I got that at half price from Spirit Halloween. So pretty cool little, it's like a 3D wood thing. It's pretty neat. And of course, you know, I have that next to my Matthew Lillard and Nick Castle 8x10s. How about that? Up there, we just got some cassettes. I didn't actually buy these, so my parents just gave them to me. I guess they had them, so that's cool. They're kind of just randomly sorted up there next to my Consume banner. Consume, alright? Up here, I believe these are new for you guys anyway. These are some Berserk prints up there. I guess they just straight up copied them from Mira's work, because you could see that they're like, you know, really rough. They got all those like pen marks and shit all over them. I thought they're cool. Obviously they're not originals, they're just, you know, reprints, but really cool stuff. It's not the greatest selection of panels in my opinion, but I mean, some of them are really, really cool. So I'm down with it. Like that one's really, really good. I like that one a lot. This shelf up here, not a lot changed. It's just some new stuff, moving stuff around. This is obviously new. This is my Saw X popcorn bucket with light up eyes. How about that? This does open for your popcorn needs. I haven't eaten popcorn out of it, but hey, you can if you want. This is my Pikmin 4 little bottle, tin bottle. Absolutely love that game. I'll talk about it more in a minute, but there you go. So that's that shelf up there. Down here is the Safui shelf again. No new additions since last year. This guy might be new. I could be talking on my ass, but he might be new. So there you go. That's a 54 M1. I really like this figure. It looks really, really cool. Look at that guy. I mean, just look at the colors on it. It's like really, really good. That's an awesome sculpt right there. Absolutely love that one. Moving on down, we have our Gigantics again. Not much change, so just kind of run through these guys because you've already seen them 100 times. Ultraman and Harryhausen down there. Same shit as always. Yeah, we covered that. I just moved all that stuff down there. Covered all that. Up here with the Detolfs. Apparently they discontinued Detolfs this year too, which is just like absolutely ludicrous. I don't know if the intention is to like fix them up and bring them back as something else, because obviously people have a lot of issues with the glass exploding and shit. I've been fortunate enough, I've had these for maybe 2 or 3 years now, no issues, but I can see it happening. I mean, I know you have these things even on a slight angle, there's pressure on one corner even slightly more than the others, and they'll just crack and explode. It's just terrifying. So design flaw, but it is all glass, so like what are you gonna do? I don't know. I'm happy with these 2 for now. I did want to get some more in the future, but we'll see how that happens. I'm sure that there's gonna be fucking thousands on the black market because they made so many of these things for so long. So they'll always be around, even if I have to pay a bit more. Some more stuff up there. I believe that's all just the same things that you guys have already seen, so I'm not gonna bother with it. Berserk again. Oh, actually, that pop-up Prey figure I don't think you guys saw yet, so that's that one in the back there. And he's a Berserker armor with the helmet on. Absolutely really cool figure. Really cheap for what it is, too. That's a really, really good figure if you guys like Berserk. And again, I recommend you check it out. Super, super accessible to get into. Just because there's a 97 anime and some movies on Netflix. I don't know if they're still on Netflix, honestly, but they were produced by Netflix, I think. Maybe. Again, talking on my ass, but that's the knowledge I have. I'm not going to do any research for this video. So definitely check those out. Read the manga after you see those, because you will want to. Or just start with the manga. I'm only telling you to watch the anime just so you can get your interest up. The anime only covers the first arc, and the story goes on a hell of a lot longer than that. And it's very different from the first arc there. So, yeah, that's that. Berserk's awesome. Evangelion, I believe Sachiel in the back is new there. That guy right there, the, whatever, angel. I want to say first angel. I don't want to be wrong. I know he's in the first episode, but I don't know if he's actually the first or whatever. So, really, really cool figures by 3-0 here. Absolutely love this shelf. The satchel's really, really good, too. A lot of detail in there. I mean, look at that. Look at the paint on it, especially like that shoulder there. Really great figure. Lots of accessories, very posable. Cool shit. CCP fedoras and the Mezco set down there. I still don't know why I bought that. It's cool, though, so I'm not mad about it or anything. Of course, we have Mr. Michael Pliers up here. I still need some companions. I know Sideshow has, like, a Leatherface now. I know they have a Jason and a Freddy. No, they're not the greatest figures in the world, but I do want them. I do need a Terrifier, Art the Clown, too, as well. I believe, who makes that? Trick or Treat Studios, I think, makes that. So, gotta pick that up at some point. There are some new trikes here. So, I believe you guys have already seen that I had the Godzilla and the, what's-his-face, Ultraman. But I picked up the Hedorah and the Godzilla 2000 at G-Fest at the M1 booth. Bought it from them directly. They're a little pricey at $100, but totally worth it. Absolutely fucking phenomenal box art. It's just awesome. I love these trikes so much. They're just so cool. I mean, what a unique item, you know? Down here, of course, we got the Cyclops and those two trikes. I believe you guys have seen those. Again, just absolutely phenomenal. Love them. And Talos. How about that? So that's that. That's this corner. This got moved. Obviously, I was over there last time. Not obviously to you guys, but obviously to me. So that's that. I mean, I'm utilizing space here, brother. You know, I don't know if you guys have seen that either. That's a Kirby Air Eye print. It's the same thing as the Pikmin one. It's like a window cling, and that's also one of my favorite games. Just a lot of great memories and nostalgia with those two on the GameCube. So that's why they're there, because they remind me of the better times when I didn't have a bunch of shit. So there you go. Down here, I just left these guys because I don't know what to do with them right now, and it's kind of tight. I don't really want to know. I don't know if I want to put them all the way at the bottom here. This is a little, what you call it, Shikishi board from Space Cobra. That's another fantastic anime. Really misogynistic, but it's fun, so cry about it, I guess. And let's see, these are 2 signed albums by Mr. Barrett Martin, who I got to see. It wasn't really a concert as much as it was a talking, because he doesn't do, he's not really in bands so much these days, not like rock bands, so he does a lot of other shit. He's a really, really great guy, though. Really fascinating stories. He's been all over the world and does a lot of stuff. But I got to see him do a talk, and I had him sign these albums for me. So right here we have Mad Season and Screaming Trees, Sweet Oblivion. He's done plenty of other projects, but that's what I know him as. He's a drummer in both of those. Fantastic stuff. Definitely check it out if you know, I have no idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, so we'll guess we can do a quick tour of the X Plus stuff over here. So last time I believe I hid the Gigantic Shin. I don't know why. I guess just because I was doing a collection tour of that year, and technically, or the year before, and I didn't get them till like after January. I don't know. It was weird, but there you go. There's a Gigantic Shin. Last X Plus I have purchased. I purchased them in 2022, got them in 2023. But look at that. I mean, imposing as hell. Absolutely really great. Such a great figure, but it was just too expensive, and it really just kind of dissuaded me from continuing my hobby, because it was just disgustingly expensive to import this guy. But you can't deny it's something. it's something special. Of course, we have all the other guys up there. You know, look at that fucking big ass Mothra. I mean, I don't. It's not like I don't love explicit. Just it's expensive, you know, and I don't have any room anymore. But these, you know, great stuff. I definitely love it. Of course, we got this shelf down here. I guess this is like my Showa shelf up here. I mean, not guessing is. So 25 centimeter Showas up there. Toho Maniacs, yeah. Good stuff, except that is a 30 centimeter in gear. Still tell anyone though. They don't have to know. And then we got my Heisei shelf here. Great stuff. I know Cybot just recently was announced. That thing looks absolutely phenomenal. And like, you know, a couple of years ago, I would have bought it for sure. I don't think I need it. It really looks cool though. Like, I do love it. I just don't know if I care that much about Cybot. But looks great. It really does. Down here, it's kind of like the more modern shelf. And then 54 there. Wondering why I said that. Shin and stuff. Will I get a -1? We'll talk about that in a minute. But there you go. Defos. Still the same defos. Some more have probably come out that I would be interested in picking up. I don't know. I haven't really been keeping up, so I don't really know what's going on these days. But hey, all better. Gamera. I know that what did they have that? I believe it's a 30 centimeter 66 that they just showed off. Painted finally. Was it painted? I don't know. Looks really cool though, so I would love that to add that to my collection at some point. Moving on up here, some more big boys. This is like the big boy shelf pretty much. Just the stuff doesn't fit, miscellaneous stuff. And my Mr. Takarada Shikishi board up there. Rest in peace. Love you. Absolute honor. I'm blessed to meet you. Let's see, Super 7 banner up there. Very cool. Yeah, these guys, love those guys. Hedora's up here. What a unique figure. I'm very happy to have that one. With all of them, the Jaguar and stuff. Some more Showas. Really cool stuff. I still can't believe I kept both of these, but that's where we're at. Some mechas. Cool stuff. And then, you know, Orga and some more Gamers. So, X Plus. There you have it. Cool stuff. I will get some more at some point. I know the 74 Godzilla came out last year. I do need to pick that up for sure. All my favorite suits, so I will at some point. Give me time. I'll figure some stuff out. There's definitely more that came out that I'm interested in, but just, I don't know. It's been on the back burner, so that's that. This shelf over here, not a whole lot going on, to be honest with you. Except that's kind of big, right? Because I wasn't there last time for you guys. I mean, I got this like really shortly after the collection tour last year, so that's why I'm used to it. But you guys haven't seen it, so there you go. Just some extra records for me. I pretty much have like duplicates and stuff I haven't seen yet because that's the type of buyer I am. I just buy shit that I haven't seen yet, but I think I'll like. And I'm like 99% of the time I'm right. So I'm not even worried about it. There are just a lot of scores and stuff down there, so. Because, you know, I'm just an addict and I buy shit. This is my new addiction. This was my addiction. I shifted. So now I collect soundtracks for some reason. I don't know. Oh, over there we have the Dirt box set from Alice in Chains. I believe I got that last year. And the Cowboy Bebop box set. I think there's like 11 records in there. I've seen none of it. But I do like jazz. I saw the movie. Score's great. So I feel like I made the right call. I'm not worried about it. And then the stuff up here is just kind of miscellaneous shit I didn't really have room for. It's like a little head there that I like to put hats on. And he's like kind of RGB glows. It looks like shit on the camera because of the frame rate or whatever. But in person, it's really cool. It just cycles through colors. Over here, though, we got a Pikmin set. You guys can see these. Here, I'll move this. These are like little terrariums, I think they call them. You had to build them. There's not a lot of Pikmin merch out there, and as you guys probably insinuated, it's one of my favorite games, so really happy to have them. They're so cool. Back here, I got to see Tool in concert twice this year. This was my first concert, so I picked up some of the confetti that they blew out. Pick up this coin too from my concert. So look at that. Cool stuff. I don't really know how to display it, so it's just kind of sitting here for now. I will figure something out later. And here I got to see some concerts and get some signed ticket stubs. So I saw Mudhoney, that's Mr. Mark Arms' signature right there. If you guys don't know Mudhoney, like Godfather of Grunge, obviously Mark Arms from a lot of things, but Mudhoney's like, you know, his thing. So there's that. And Barrett Martin, who I mentioned before, Screaming Trees, Mad Season, a bunch of other stuff. So got those signed, saw them in a very, very, very small venue, like literally a couple 100-person venue, if that even. It was just like a small bar. My bad, I just tripped and wiped out my mic there, but as I was saying, I saw these guys in a very small venue, so it was pretty much like, you know, my version of experiencing what a small club venue would be like in the 90s. Nowhere near the energy, for sure, but I mean, I got a taste of it. There was a pit, I was in it, getting pushed around, it was fucking awesome. I wouldn't trade it for anything, you know. I missed out on that whole decade of music, and have a semblance of what that experience could have been like. I mean, I wouldn't trade it for anything. So there's that. Back there you can see I have a Suzume Mylar. I mentioned that movie, really, really like it. And then this is like a promotional thing from the movie. This door is an important part of the movie, and they gave it out to like people that saw an early screening of it. It's like a little like 3D model there. It's so cool. And when you open it up, check this out. Oh, it's fucking Pikmin's in the way. Hold on. Oh shit, I'm breaking everything, but check this out. Doesn't do anything because maybe the battery isn't on. Hold on, folks. Bear with me. No, there's a bear with me. Alright, look, I lied. There was no bear out there, but there have been bears in my art before, so not a huge exaggeration to say that. Anyway, this looks like it needs to be charged or something, so it's not working right now, but it's a very cool promotional item. I mean, I'll show you at the end of the video, actually. I'll charge it up. If I remember, I'll show you, because it's very cool. Definitely one of my favorite pieces that I own, honestly. I really like that. It's such a vibe, honestly. Down here we got some plushies from Suzume again. If you've seen the film, you know who these guys are. Chair. Daijin stuff. Back there we got the guy from Paranoia Agent. Of course, another Satoshi Kon movie, not Shinkai. Trying to keep all my directors in order here. I guess we could take a look at this shelf, though. I mean, not much to see, just some stuff that I haven't seen yet. Like, I do have all these Hack on Titan soundtracks. I haven't seen them. I'm just crazy like that, I have all this shit. You know, some stuff, Perfect Blue, storyboards, Friday 13th box set, movies, books, and magazines and stuff, and duplicates of some records. Sometimes they're variants or whatever. Some of them I just don't need, but, you know, do I really need any of this? Probably not. So, more shelves, more toys. Let's get into it. Let's see. So there's my poster up there. Probably really the album that got me into music. So, love that album. Let's see. It's a Green Day band. I'll get into that in a minute, but it's that. Got my Jerry stuff up here. Jerry Cantrell, who I got to see live and met in 2022. Some of his stuff there. It's my VIP thing from when I went. He's the guitarist from Alice in Chains, pretty much the mastermind behind all of it, obviously. If you guys are familiar with it, and you know, he's like the backup harmonizer too for the band, so very cool. More toys, just some more, just like reorganize some of these. I think what's new, maybe some of the Toonie Terrors are new, and then this Gorgo came out last year. I don't even know why I bought it, honestly. I don't really give a shit about Gorgo. It's just because, you know, it doesn't have a lot of merch, so I thought it was cool. Obviously, they made like a 12-inch one that could fit in with my X Plus, but I just didn't care enough to grab it, to be honest with you. So, whatever. But there you go. It's like my horror kaiju shelf stuff. I picked up Sam at Trick or Treat 2 half off this year. Little bobblehead there. Not crazy about the movie Trick or Treat, but I do like the character, so cool stuff. Middle shelf here. Again, I don't think there's really anything new. Maybe some of these Spantures from Halloween 3, these guys. Definitely the Hollow Knights are new. These are, whatever the hell these are. I don't know, whatever fucking brand they are, but I saw them, and that's one of my favorite games, too, so I had to pick those guys up. Back there's Terrifier things signed by the dude who scored it, Paul Wiley. I got that for buying the records. That's there for now. I'm going to get a frame for that, just kind of loosely there, which is not great because it's not protected, but, you know, can't play everything safe. Down here we got some more stuff. Some of the, you know, Mudamondos around and whatever. Of course, my prized possessions, actual prop, Legion Soldier, look at that. Actually used in a movie somewhere. Maybe even right there. That could be him. Right there. That could be. You never know. More stuff. Bandai. little gamer slot machine down there. And then, I guess we could talk about -1 now. So, some -1 stuff. I bought this from Uh-Oh Toys. I fucking love that name. If you guys have seen the movie, you know what this is from. It's from that scene where, they have the model and they're showing off how they're planning to kill him. Super cool. Super cool. Got a little poster there from Japan. It's like a little flyer or whatever they had. So, there's that. I mean, if you guys have seen my Instagram, you know I fucking adore this movie. I saw it 4 times in theaters in different formats. So, first time I saw it, Cinemark XD in the D-Box, which I'll translate for in layman's terms, pretty much IMAX, big screen, and roller coaster seats that, like, move and, kind of shake. It's something like a 3D ride, not as extreme as a 4D theater, which I also saw in 4DX theater, which is really the seats. I mean, you're really going with those ones. It's like a real roller coaster ride. It's got other elements like water sprays and wind, shaking, punching, all sorts of shit. It was a cool experience. Just in my opinion, the screen was too far away to get really immersed in it, but it was really cool. I would definitely want to try it again at some point. If you have one near you, try it out. If you have one kind of far, maybe try it once, but in my opinion, not something I would be going to very often, even if it was close by. Even just for the price alone, I just don't think it's that great. But the Cinemark D-Box, I think, is a perfect middle ground. If you have one of those, check it out. Really, really cool. I really love seeing the movie in that. And then I also saw it in IMAX and standard, so, the only thing I didn't see it in was Dolby Atmos. That's okay, though, because I imagine it wouldn't have been crazy different from anything else. And I was very satisfied with the experiences I had. So that's that. That's this shelf. Just blabbering on about some stuff. So there you go. Bed, plushies, posters that you haven't seen yet. So we'll get to that. But some up here, that's a Sean Gunn signature from Guardians of the Galaxy. Obviously he's from other things, but that's where I know him from. He's James Gunn's brother. James Gunn being the director of the Guardians films. So I was very happy to get that signature there. Soup. It's an awesome song reference, actually. I think he wrote that maybe because I told him how much I love the soundtracks of the film, or just because it's in the picture. If you've seen the movie, you might understand what that means. Hellraiser prop. And I did get this 8x10 by Kane Hodder. Now, I know what you're thinking. It looks like an edgy DeviantArt thing that you would have posted when you were 13. But, well, yeah, that's what it is. But it's cool, though. And I like the pen he used because, Oh, wait, no, I handed him that pen. See, it pops. Oh, he did right. So it's Jason 7, 8, 9, and X. I was right. Okay. There you go. I think that's just a nice little portrait picture. So he had it at his desk. I didn't print that out. He had it there. And I was only going to have him sign that poster over there. But he had that. I'm like, I'm just going to grab an 8x10 too. So I did. And I'm very glad I did because it's cool. It's very edgy, but it's cool. So I'm happy to have that. Over here, some new posters from some new signatures. So if you guys remember, I did have an old Halloween poster up there. It was just the standard Halloween poster. I have a magnet of it here. You guys have seen that. But I'm not actually too crazy about it. I know it's iconic and all that, but like, I want to see him. I want to see the pliers. So there he is. I made this custom poster myself. Had it printed out. I'm a graphic designer. Graphic design is my passion, so I made that up. I made this one up too. Can you tell the styles are exactly identical to that one there, which I also made? But I like them. I think it works. And I had him sign this with an orange pen this time, so look how that stands out. Look at that. I met 4 people, so I had the same people that I had the original poster signed from, plus another guy. So that's that. So that's Nick Castle there. And then we have PJ Souls as Linda. Right there we have Bob. I don't actually know his name offhand. It's down there somewhere, so, let's see if I can find it. No, I don't want to embarrass myself here. John Michael Grant, that's definitely who he was, so. I didn't have a signature before, now I do. And they each wrote, like, quotes, too, which is really cool. And then, of course, I met Nancy Loomis as well, who played Annie. So, who am I really missing from this film? Of course, the director, John Carpenter, and Jamie Lee Curtis, which I'll never get. So, that's probably as filled as it's going to get. Unless I get some of the other people on here. Just some of the other background people filling up the top there. But I'm happy with it as is. That looks really fucking cool. I'm very happy with how that came out. Almost looks like a fucking Queen album or something, but it's cool. Alright, then moving on down to my Terrifier poster over here. I saw the second one again in theaters this year as you get like a free poster for the third movie, which is coming out this year. That's the only reason I went, just to get a free poster. That's the kind of guy I am. And then that's when I learned that I'm not actually too keen on the movies. I think they're a little overbearing. But I just like the stylistic choices in them. And then specifically, I just like the character of Art the Clown. I think he's really unique and really cool. So the person who plays him, David Howard Thornton, absolute joy of a person. It really brings character to life. And I got to meet him. This is his signature here. Trying to get in red there. Beautiful. And then this is a director, producer, writer, FX guy, whatever. Maybe not producer, but Damien Leone. So, he's the mastermind behind the whole franchise. Really, really awesome meeting these guys. I was able to talk to them and stuff, and it was just a really genuine, casual guy. So, I mean, even if I'm not 100% crazy on the movies, they're awesome guys, and the franchise is just cool. So, what can you say? And then down there, I have another Paul Wiley signature, the guy who scored it. This time I got it because I bought the record for the second movie. So I have both movies on vinyl for some reason. And I will get that one. I'll get them both mounted in there. You can see I got like a choppy border on it right now. That's just because I'm lazy and I don't have the time to actually mount them and frame them properly with mats. I will get around to that though, I promise. I want to preserve these, so I will. It's just in there loosely for now, but I'll get around to that. Alright, and then moving on up here, this is a poster of Your Name, because as I mentioned, I saw the Radwimps, the scorers of Your Name and other Shunkai films. I saw them in concert last year, and I was able to meet the tour drummers there. So I got both of their signatures on this. Unfortunately, I didn't meet the actual band. The actual band's a three-piece, but they tour with two drummers. Unfortunately, the actual band was able to sneak out before we got to meet them. Me and a group of other people that were waiting outside. But we did meet these guys, and I'll take it. That's cool. I'm very happy with that. A little more corner over here. Some stuff. I mean, it's just miscellaneous random shit, but it's cool stuff that I like. And then, same thing down here, horror stuff, music stuff, Godzilla. And then we got some, personal stuff, like trips and vacations, places I've been, stuff like that. So there you go, all that. Got some plushies, like I mentioned before. Some Pikmin plushies and stuff, Bulborb. Some more Suzume, Daijin, Godzilla, a little Rei Fumo. And then what could possibly be my new favorite anime, we got Bachi here. Oh, look at her. I got a lot of her. A little dinosaur too. Absolutely fantastic anime. I really like that one. Does a great job of portraying, mental illness and stuff. So definitely check that one out if you haven't seen it. There's only one season out now. There may be a movie coming out this year, so there's that to look forward to. And I don't know. I just like funny pink girl. She's everything. Okay. I put this pin board up too. This is new, so just some music pins and stuff. There you go. Well, down here I almost forgot these. So these are 8x10s I had signed by the people up there. So that's Nick Castle's. I wanted to redo mine. If you guys remember, I had mine over there that I got in 2018, the original 8x10. So I did have a poster and an 8x10 signed by him, but I wanted to redo them, so I did. So I got a new poster, new 8x10. I colored this in myself, so again, graphic design is my passion, of course. I know exactly what I'm doing, and it looks perfect. So no criticism, thanks. And then this, I love this scene in the movie. If you've seen Terrifier 2, this is my favorite scene in it. So I had to get this. Had to get him to sign that for me. Awesome stuff. So that's that. Ugh, I'm breaking my damn mic here. Sorry, but moving on to the record section, I guess. I have no idea how long this video is. Probably at least a half hour by now. So I'm gonna try and wrap it up. Not much more, obviously, as you can see here. So we'll go quick. I got my memories board up there. Some stickers, plenty of stickers, Radwimp stickers, Godzilla, Sub Pop, Ticketmaster stuff, Bachi, Pearl Jam stuff. You've seen it all. I got some more Radwimps and Pearl Jam stickers up there from when I saw them. That band right there in 2022. Now they are going on tour this year as well. So they have a new album coming out, and I got it here on my desktop. It's called Dark Matter. There is one single released. It's a title track. Right here, of course, I have it on vinyl. I have a 7-inch of it. It's called Dark Matter, obviously. Title track of the album. And, as a single and a title track, it's not going to be the greatest one on the album, probably. But it's a lot heavier than their usual music, and I think it's fantastic. I'm not crazy about the song itself, but the energy behind it, the production behind it, and just it's gonna be great. I could tell it's gonna be a great album, so stoked for that. Definitely try and catch them if they're touring anywhere near you. This leg, it's they do pretty sporadic things, so they're gonna be in like Philly, New York, Madison Square Garden, which I'm probably gonna try and hit up both of those venues. But they're also going to Fenway, Wrigley, somewhere in Baltimore. Obviously somewhere out in Vegas and California and stuff. They'll probably do another leg. I don't know what I'm talking about like any of you give a shit, but I do, so cry about it, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, more record stuff. Memory board up there. I pointed that out already. I don't even know where. I'm just going insane now. Turntable with a shitty beat-up dust cover, but that's what it's for. Some stuff. Oh, I got this here. Some Rad Wimps glasses there. Ooh! It's kind of fun. I got this Cheems beanie, unfortunately, because Cheems died last year. And that's, I love Cheems, so that was tragic, but, honor his memory with a beanie. This is, a lamp with some concert stuff on it. Godsmack, Alice Chains, Candlebox, Modest Mouse, saw all of them in concert. That's why I have those. Yeah, records and desks, so we'll just go over the records quickly, I guess. Like any you give a shit. All my singles are in there, I got it, Terrifier on VHS for some reason, some other goodies. These are all just like, my favorite rock records and stuff, so, I don't know, we'll take a little look-see. We got Alice Chains, Audio Slave, Mr. Jerry Cantrell, Cornell, Yellow, Elton John, Foo Fighters, Green Day, Korn, Linkin Park, Mad Season. Those shouldn't be there, but they are because I didn't have any room. Mudhoney. Of course, Nirvana, Pearl Jam. I got all those. Pink Floyd, Chili Peppers, Seether, Silverchair, Slipknot, Smash Mouth. First album, because that's all I know, but it's good. It's fun. Soundgarden. That shouldn't be there either. I don't know why that's there. It's probably because I'm just disorganized. But, who wouldn't, I guess. Temple of Dog, Stone Temple Pilots, Eddie, U2. We got a Limp Bizkit Live in there, of course. Chocolate Starfish. Am I right, fellas? Am I right? These are live albums over here. Godzilla and Kaiju albums here. What's this on the end here? Not that one, but this one? So I'll tell you what. I think the score really fits the movie, but by itself, it's kind of lame. I won't even lie to you. I mean, obviously the Godzilla suites are awesome, but like it's really atmospheric, so it works super well in setting the tone of the movie. But just listening to it by itself, it's like, yeah, all right. Still great though. Not, I don't want to discredit anybody. The movie's perfect. It's 11 out of 10. All right, it's perfect. Horror soundtracks that I own for no reason. God knows why. So like what? Creepshow, Friday the 13th, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Hellraiser, Killer Clowns, did I say Halloween? Probably. Texas Chainsaw, They Live, for some reason I have those. And then just like regular movies too. I do have the Mario soundtrack. I saw that was the first movie and only movie I've seen in the Dolby Cinema. It's alright. It's kind of cool. Spider-Man soundtracks, Doom soundtrack, Dead by Daylight. These are games. Hollow Knight soundtrack. Milk outside a bag of milk. Outside a bag of milk. Outside of, and then these are just anime ones over here. So Blue Giant is one I talked about before, the jazz one. I will try and get this signed. So is that, a bunch of stuff in here. I'll try and read some off quickly. So Berserk, Death Note, Devilman, Elfen Lied, Ava. Obviously, they finally reissued the first Ava soundtrack to the show, so there you go. There's like a bunch of OSTs to it, so that's the first one. Very happy because the original is very, very expensive. Of course, there's an original version of Fly Me to the Moon by Claire that's not on there. That is on the original pressing. That's all that's missing. Everything else is on there, so take what you can get, and there's plenty of other stuff. FLCL, which is performed by The Pillows. They have really cool. They're a really cool Japanese rock band. I absolutely love them. So I do have those records. I've only seen the first season of the show, which is 6 episodes, and I wasn't crazy about it. But it's definitely something you got to pay attention to, and I was actually working while watching it, so that's probably why I didn't like it. But a lot going on there. Inuo, another of my favorites, is a phenomenal movie, phenomenal soundtrack, and the singer, which I just have a lot going on with these things. The singer solo also did the Devilman theme song to the newer Devilman Crybaby. Holy shit, I can't talk anymore. Talk too long. Way too much yapping. But the singer here is in a band called Queen Bee, who's coming to New York, and maybe, I think next month, yes, so hopefully I will get to go see them. They're absolutely phenomenal. The singer is Abu Chan, by the way, that's their name. You know, just a bunch of other stuff, you know, Ghibli, throwing out there, I don't know, Perfect Blue I have there. I wish they would do more of the Satoshi Kon works. I do have Tokyo Godfathers here, so that's at least another one. You know, there's some of the rad ones I was talking about. Your Name, Weathering with You, Suzume. This is probably Suzume here. Yeah, look at that cover art with the door on it. You see that? Phenomenal. Absolutely love that. Cobra, of course, as I mentioned before. Redline. Redline's another fantastic movie. You know, Vampire Hunter. Well, you know, cool stuff. Check some of that out. Quick disclaimer for you. At this point in the video, it got all shaky. You see that? Like, I don't know what happened to it. It's almost like the shutter speed just fucked itself. I have no idea what's going on there. So I just went ahead and re-recorded it at nighttime now. So yeah, just to pretend that everything's fine and it's still daytime and it's continuity. Yeah. More stuff down here. Here's when I went to see Mudhoney. I got the whole band to sign this, which is just, I mean, ludicrous. Imagine that. I mean, you guys probably don't even know who that is, but incredible. So Mark Arm's on there, Steve Turner, rest of the band. Incredible achievement to get something like that signed and see them in a small venue. Unreal experience. One of my favorite things, like, just ever. Desk stuff, Pikmin, Godzilla, core stuff, pins, desk, Nakajima, which I got at G-Fest. So there you go, little guy. I also picked this up at the M1 booth. Very worth it. They said that they're actually not gonna be able to make him anymore for some reason. They're like losing the rights to his likeness or something. I don't know. So there's that. And by the way, I did forget to mention this over here. This is my Bill Moseley signature from Texas Chainsaw 2. He's in other things. He's in that Rob Zombie trilogy, which, you know, whatever the name escapes me from. He's in those movies like House of a Thousand Corpses, those movies. But I know him as Chop Top, so I got him to sign this in kind of a shitty color, honestly, but really cool nonetheless. Alright, and we're brought up to my record wall here, which has records on it. Now, the significance of these is these are shows I saw last year, and going to see this year, or just to see in general. So, I don't know, just kind of random assortment of stuff. So, yeah, I did see Weezer. I know they're cool though. They put on a hell of a show. I really did like it, and you know, the Blue album in particular is really the only one I know. And you know, seeing some of those live was really, really cool. Hashpipe Fucks live, by the way. You know, so I Slipknot there. That's the latest Radwimps album. It's actually pretty good. You know, again, I'm not crazy about their stuff, but I do like some of the tunes on that. Very cool. You know, Korn. This is a smaller band from Brooklyn. I got to see them. They're kind of like a shoegaze grunge band. It's a girl trio. Really, really good though. So have them up there. I saw them last year. Modest Mouse, got to see them last year. Didn't really know anything about them until I just went to a show that they had near me. They were playing with the Pixies, so I figured, I'll go. And I actually really like them, so I'm really glad I went to that show. Green Day up here. This is their new albums called Saviors that just came out this year. They're touring this year. I've never seen them before. They are one of my favorite bands, so gonna definitely be going to see them. And this album, you know, I really like this album. It's a really fun album. It's just not as poignant as maybe something like American Idiot is, if you know anything about Green Day. I'm not actually, you know, hugely well versed in them, which is why I need to do some studying before I go see them. I think it's in August, so I got time. But it's, you know, there's nothing wrong with just good music, fun music. Not everything has to be something, really. So it's a great album, and, you know, it talks about some stuff in the modern era, you know, how shitty life is. I don't fucking know. It's cool. So, whatever. This is the last Pearl Jam album I didn't have. I know the dogs are barking. I'm just gonna keep ignoring it. This is their 2009 record. I didn't have this, but they repressed it, so now I have it. I have all their albums now. Phenomenal. How about that? Some Tool records here. The only ones that they actually have in vinyl that you can still get. They do have Enema, whatever the fuck. I just 100 ways you can pronounce that probably on vinyl, but it came out in 1996, and that's it. It's just the initial pressing. So what can you do? They don't have 10,000 days in vinyl, so you just suffer, I guess. I don't fucking know. I do have Fear Inoculum box set somewhere down there, but that's not obviously going to fit my record shelf. There is a 3 LP, I believe, that came out recently, so I will pick that up so I don't have to carry on fucking extremely unnecessary box set that they made for it. Like one song per side. It's so insane. But that's that. Here's Undertow behind there. That's fucking awesome record. Got to see a couple of those songs live. It was beautiful. It really was. Yeah. Godsmack, got to see them last year. This album is really insane too. So a little Nirvana tour I got there too. Here's a list of concerts that I went to this year, and that I've ever been to. So there you go. So I'll try and just name some of them. So there's Hello Mary. Brit Floyd is a Pink Floyd cover band. Really, really good. Definitely check them out if you haven't. Radwimps, I said. Weezer, of course. Candlebox, I got to see. Queens of the Stone Age, I got to see. I don't actually have any of their records, but really cool seeing them. Let's see who else we fucking got here. Miles Mouse said. Queen cover band, they actually weren't that great. Godsmack, and then Tool, Mudhoney, and Barrett Morgan. So I pretty much, I covered all that already, so that's that. Some more desk trinkets, new stuff. I mean, not a whole lot new over here. Decorated this a little bit with some things. More pins. And that's it. And we're brought back over here, so not a whole lot. Not a whole lot to do, but this light turned off at some point, so hopefully it's not too dark. But there you go. That's the room. I mean, some of these are new. I also got these at Spirit Halloween. Go there after Halloween, and you get some cool stuff half price. So that's that. That's the room. I probably went on long enough. Like I say in every video, because it's true. But it's fun. Talk about stuff that you like. So that's the room tour. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, so here's a few of the things I mentioned earlier that I forgot about to go back to. So I charged this up. Should be working now. Let's go ahead and find out. You're damn right I just sat there and let it play. Fucking banger, dude. Holy shit. This thing's awesome. I mean, come on. So it's got the light in it. It's got the theme, I guess, in it. The song. Beautiful. Over here, Pikmin 4. In the Flesh. Look at that. Phenomenal game. They also re-released the first 2 games in a little package deal here. So, you can start with these if you want. You could start with this one if you want. You could start with 3 if you want. I don't actually have 3 physically, but I do own it. There's 4 games. This one just came out. There's 4. It's not that complicated. But the cool thing is that they're pretty much standalone. Like, yeah, there's some kind of lore stuff, but they're not story-driven games at all. This one kind of is in some senses, but I mean, in many senses. But, like, it's, there's no, you don't have to know shit about the game. You just pick this up. It's awesome. This one's a little more child-friendly. I don't know how to put it. Like, look at it. It's a little more colorful, a little more, kid-like of a game than the previous ones. But it's still, I mean, it's still a hell of a game. I fucking love this series so much. And a lot of what I liked about these 2, because this is what I grew up on, came back in this one. So I really appreciate that. Even if just so many nice Easter eggs, so many returning things that were just absolutely incredible. So phenomenal game. There's a lot to do in it too. So, but these, these are the 2 classics on the GameCube, and man, oh man, it's beautiful. Especially this is an HD remaster, so like they changed nothing about the game except just they upscaled it. So, yeah, right. I guess that's what they did. So it's HD now. Nothing else changed, but they're beautiful to play, upscaled, and it's wonderful. Third one's cool too. I'm just not huge on it. It's short, but you can't go wrong with any of those. And then also, I did just quickly want to point out that yeah, these are kind of ugly. They don't have mats on them. Let me turn up the brightness a bit here. So like I just drew that in. Like it's not centered or anything. There's no mat on it. There's no protection. It's right up against the glass, which is not good if you know anything about framing. That goes for all the 8x10, so I am going to get mats. I am going to not choose white, probably. And, I'll get all my posters nice and perfect. And then, by the way, I didn't mention this either. So there was a listening party for that new Green Day album, which you just like go to a record store and they just play it there like a week before it came out. Interesting experience. It was pretty cool. So, stuff like that's pretty neat. But otherwise, I mean, I don't know. Room, it is pretty dark in here now because it's later. But albums, stuff. So that's all. Oh, by the way, I got my -1 tickets over here. I got all 3 of them there, and then I saw one of them in the 4DXD there, which didn't give me a stub, but that's okay. And I got all my classics here. So 2019 King of the Monsters there, the latest Ava movie, Spirited Away, Totoro, and Shin Ultraman. That was last year, so that's new. And then my G-Fest Pickwick, King of the Monsters. Hopefully I get another one of those, maybe, with another -1 showing at G-Fest if I go. I'm not making any promises. I'm through with promises. So if I go, hopefully they'll show that. Hopefully they'll do some really cool stuff at G-Fest too, by the way. If they do, I'm probably more likely to go. Because it is his 70th. We have -1. There's a lot of potential for them to do some cool shit. Will they actually follow through on that? Who knows, man. But I'm here for it, and I really hope they do some cool shit, because I'd be excited to go if they did. But that's the room tour. I have no more room, so I can't buy any more shit. So I don't even have room for that kind of stuff. We're really on the edge here, but yeah, that be her. These days I'm leaning more towards, obviously, music and record collecting and movies, so maybe I'll even try and make some content based off of that. And you don't have to tune in if you don't want. Feel free to unsubscribe. I don't, it's whatever. This is a hobby. None of these videos are monetized, so it really doesn't mean shit to me. If you hang around because you like me and you like some of this stuff, sure. Maybe I'll talk about some of the movies I go see this year. Let's see. There is, if you guys are Ava fans, End of Ava, the movie to the series, is going to be in theaters in mid-March, so try and check that out. It's in limited theaters, so that might not be in your area, but definitely look anyway. I know there's going to be a Chainsaw Man movie. I have not seen that franchise, but I will in preparation for the movie. Same thing with Spy Family. I know there's going to be a movie for that. I haven't seen the franchise, but I will probably check that out if there's a movie in theaters. Get my ass in a seat. How she goes. Other than that, I don't really think there's too much coming out this year, so as of yet, but I'm sure there will be re-releases and new stuff that comes out that I will check out, so maybe I'll do some stuff around that. Again, I do collect records, so maybe I'll do some of that stuff. I collect a lot of soundtracks, way more than I need to, and then of course just general music and stuff too, so we'll see where she goes. And what can I say? I'm going to a lot of concerts this year too, so maybe I can update you guys on that. I will be seeing Pearl Jam for sure, and Green Day. That's all I really have, for sure right now. I have a bunch of stuff listed out that I wanted to go to, but am I actually going to go to some of it? I can't say for sure. But that's about it. And, yeah, I don't really have much else to say here. That's the room. I try and keep her nice, and she's growing, but I don't know how much more room she's got to give, so that's it. Hopefully I'll meet some cool people at the horror fests and cons too this year. I do want to go to some more cons and stuff and get more signatures. Again, not that I have the room for it, but, always cool to do that. So not a ton of guests and stuff announced just yet, but we'll see how it goes by the end of the year. It's pretty damn early. It's January. Remember, it's January, okay? Alright, so no promises on anything, We'll see where the year takes us, and play by ear, alright? I'll do one last shot of the figures. That's what everyone really wants me to point the camera at anyway, so there you go. There's the toys. There may be more. Who knows? One way to find out. Be there. Peace. Alright, just one last thing to show you guys. Outside my room, I have this collection of concert posters and other music stuff. It's kind of an ugly wall, but I literally have no other room, so that's where it is. Up top here, I just have this little collection of Pearl Jam portraits by Brian Methe, I believe is how you pronounce his name, something like that. I just thought they were neat, and they were cheap enough, so got that little setup there. Down below, I have my first concert poster. This is Alice in Chains. I saw them in 2019, my first ever concert. Awesome stuff. Next to that, I have my Jerry Cantrell poster. I made that myself. That's why it looks terrible. But I had him sign it when I met him. I was going to put stuff on the bottom, but I never did, so that's why it's blank. That's my Eddie Vedder poster when I saw him solo. That's one of my favorite posters, actually. Got my little ticket stub there. Alright, below that we have my Queens of the Stone Age poster. It's nice and foil. I got the foil variant, so it kind of glows. It's not too overbearing, so I like the foil effect on that. This is my Pearl Jam concert, and the first time I saw them, 9/11/2022. Love that poster. It's great. My Smouse poster that I got last year. Really cool. Really love that band. Definitely got to get into them more. Really cool concert, though. Behind there, I have my first Tool concert. Saw them at Mohegan Sun. It's a casino. If you guys are familiar with that, you might be. A foil poster. A lot going on. Very interesting. But that's it. It's got my little seal of approval there. It's something. It's something to have. So down here, I just got a few that I don't have on the wall yet. I'm gonna interchange them probably. So this is my Pixies poster I got same time at Modest Mouse one. Behind that's the unused Pearl Jam poster for when they were gonna go on tour in 2020. Obviously that never happened, so it's postponed to the one I actually went to 2 years later. Behind that's the second Tool concert I went to last January. I saw Tool at Madison Square Garden. They have been there 20 years. There you go. Ignore the titties. It's kind of like a Midsummer-esque poster, so it's neat. Foil again. Behind that, I have my Jerry Cantrell poster from that concert. Not too thrilled about the drowning horse. Reminds me of the never-ending story, so we're going to keep it going here. Last one here is just a general tour poster for Eddie Vedder when I saw him on that same tour. So that's that. I just felt like showing off some concert posters that I have, and hopefully I'll get more this year because it's fun. I do plan to interchange them, keep them fresh. I don't have the space to hang all of them, obviously, but that's about all I have for you guys. So thanks for tuning in, and maybe I'll see you around.